Hey everybody, I have got all of my newest order from Cocorosa. I've completed cards for them, so I just thought I'd pop on here and show you which dies I used and the cards that I created from them. And of course, just a reminder that this was my last order that was placed during the Canada Post strike. So it was ordered in December and it was supposed to come through a different courier than Canada Post due to the strike. But because of courier overload and everything, it arrived in January. So that's why there are some Christmas cards here. Normally I wouldn't do Christmas cards in January. But this die has a Christmas tree. It's got the outline of the tree and I'll just kind of place it back center here. So it's got a tree outline and then it's got a tree with the nativity scene in it. So I used that and some different cardstocks to create this card. Look at how pretty that is. Got some glitter cardstock there. And then because the tree is so large compared to the card, I did put it off center. I just thought it looked better that way. And then I just trimmed the edge off. So that is just some scrapbook paper, a Merry Christmas die that I previously had, and there we go. And then I also wanted to show you that just because it is a Christmas die doesn't mean that you have to use it for a Christmas card. Obviously, the nativity part is very Christmassy, but the tree outline itself I used along with a couple other stamp sets. I added in this Kindred Stamps, the Journey prequel. I used this little guy, and then I used this little sign stamp here, and I created this adorable card. So I just did some ink blending on the card with some Distress Oxide inks. I used some different markers to color the little image, used Distress Oxide ink to color the sign, and Distress Oxide ink on the tree, and then I ran the tree through an embossing folder that I had, and then used a darker shade of green to go back over the top of it just to give the embossed details a little bit more texture. So there are two cards with that one die. So obviously showing that one is a Christmas card and one is not a Christmas card. And then the second die that I used, of course I've taken all these pieces out, but it has this guitar. I won't take it all out because it's kind of messy. It's got Happy Holidays with shadow dies. It's got music notes, some stars, some snowflakes. So it is a Christmas themed one with the Happy Holidays, but obviously you don't have to use the Happy Holidays. You could just use the guitar and music notes and create a completely different card. I only created one card with this die for today, and it is a Christmas card because I used the Happy Holidays. So I just used some red shimmer cardstock to cut out some of the dies and also the outline border. I've got a scrapbook paper that I've added here, some white cardstock. I did the guitar in white cardstock and in the red shimmer, and then I just cut some pieces and pieced them together. And then also used some gold foil cardstock. So there's a cute little Christmas card out of that one. The next die is another Christmas one. It says Season's Greetings with a shadow die. I cut an extra one out because I wasn't sure what color I was going to use on the card, so just put my extras in there. And the card I created from that is this one. So I just cut the shadow die from white, the Season's Greetings from red, and then I used this scrapbook paper for background. The next one is this, like, I don't know what you call that, a border die? I don't know, it fits the whole length of the card. So I've used that, and I created this fun card. I thought that turned out really pretty. The Hello die is from Pink and Main, and I cut it from holographic foil cardstock, and I cut the Coco Rosa die from a white shimmer cardstock, and it's just very minimalistic looking, white on white, and then I added some water droplet gems. I really like that one. And this one, get it open here, is a little skyline city scene type thing with some fireworks. So this one, I cut the city scene out of black and then layered some yellow cardstock behind it. I cut the fireworks out of, well, first I ink blended the background in, what did I use? I used Distress Oxide inks, Faded Jeans and Black Soot, and ink blended that card. Then I die cut the fireworks out of it. I glued the city onto the card, and on the base of the card itself is white, so on the white card I used some Distress Oxide inks. Trying to remember, Picked Raspberry. I think that one's Villainous Potion, and that one could be Mermaid Lagoon or Peacock Feathers. One of those. So you can just see the fireworks through it. I didn't want to piece all the little pieces in, so just adding the color behind it worked for me. And then the last card has a bunch of birds and some scarves and hats and their little legs to piece together. So with that one, I created this adorable card. Again, I did some ink blending with Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink. I colored the birds with Copic markers. I used, I think it was just yellow cardstock that I used for the legs, and then different colored pattern paper for the hats and scarves. I just colored in their eyes with black, and I cut out little beaks from the same cardstock that those legs were in. And I just cut some shapes to make snowbanks out of white cardstock, and I simply added just a clear glitter glue on top of it and let it dry. And then the sentiment I used was from this Simon Says Stamps stamp set, the Sending Warm and Loving Thoughts. So there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards made from 6 dies. And if you are interested in any of these dies to create your own cards, feel free to check out the link that is in the description. And there's also a code. You can use the code Robin25 to get 25% off your order. And there's many ways that you can create with these. So I've just showed a few there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gives you some inspiration. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.